But when it mattered the most, there are those who say Tambuwal left his friends. Why? Why does it look like at the very nick of the time that some of your friends need you the most?
It's not about my friendship with you. Sure, if today, and I'm saying this with every sense of responsibility, Vice President Atiku comes in here, and Nyesom comes in here and requests this my phone, which is personal to me. Today, I will personally give it to Nyesom.
Oh, so he's more friend to you than Atiku?
As a personal friend. Oh. But when it comes to leadership of this country and leadership of the people, tomorrow, not even today, I would rather support Atiku than Nyesom.
So you believe in the leadership of an Atiku than a Nyesom?
It's nothing personal. It's about this country. And we are seeing it clearly.
So you don't regret betraying Wike?
I have never betrayed anybody. Because it's only when you have an understanding with someone and you go against and outside that understanding that you betray him.
But he told you that he wanted to be president.
I was also running. He met me in the race. I was running for president of Nigeria. I have been in contention since 2012, 2013. My friend Nyesom was not in contention then. I remained in contention and in the political calculus of Nigeria for presidency of Nigeria since then. He decided to join in 2022. So who met who in the race?
So did he tell you he was going to run?
He gave me the indication.
But did you tell him?
That I was running?
Yeah.
He met me there.
He knew that you were running.
He knew that I was running.
But one of the things that pains Nyesom is his friend. He's very good friend, Aminu Tambuwal. When it mattered the most, he swung the votes to Atiku Abubakar. That is an everlasting political betrayal.
It's nothing personal. It's not political. It's when you say betrayal, it's when you have an understanding and you go against understanding.
So at the time, you thought that rather go with Wike, you rather we pitch a tent with Atiku Abubakar.
Yes, it wasn't a betrayal.
And it's not about political survivors.
No. It's about the interest. I told you, it's about the interest I see, the way I see it, of the country. And I am maintaining my position that even tomorrow, I would rather support Atiku Abubakar to be president of Nigeria than support Nyesom. But if it is something personal.
That was the former governor of Sokoto State Aminu Tambuwal literally bombing Nyesom, the minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, over the claim by Nyesom and others that Aminu Tambuwal betrayed Nyesom during the 2022 presidential election primary of the People's Democratic Party in favor of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. What's my interpretation of what the former governor of Sokoto State and now Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was clarifying is that Nyesom may be my personal friend, but he's not a leader to lead a country of 230 million people. Because if you look at what he demonstrated there, he said that as a friend, he can allow you, he can hand over his phone to Nyesom, which is personal to him. But to be the president of a country means that you are handing the destiny of the whole nation into a hand of one man. And he said that he cannot in good conscience put Nyesom's leadership potential and capability at the same pedestal with that of former Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. In other words, he said that Nyesom is good only as a friend, but he's not good enough to be the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And he was emphatic about that by saying that if the same scenario was to play out again, even right now, that there is no way he's going to choose Nyesom Wike over Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. That is a big indictment of the leadership potential of Nyesom Wike. And it's also instructive that Nyesom Wike takes note of that, because even as the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, the way he acts and all that, he has not been acting in such a way that we give northern establishment the belief that he will do anything different from what he's doing now as the FCT minister. And if you watch the whole of the interview, you see that Tambuwal himself was saying that, literally saying that from what has played out since that time, he wasn't wrong in justifying his position that Nyesom Wike does not deserve to fly the ticket of the PDP at that time. And you know that decision of Tambuwal was able to sway the vote in favor of Atiku Abubakar. And what happened later eventually led to the destruction of the People's Democratic Party, to the level that even Tambuwal himself and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, they have abandoned the PDP for Nyesom Wike and go, and move to ADC. So that incident, what Nyesom Wike term betrayal that Shehu Kumbale was talking about, as far as Tambuwal could see it, he was responding to the national interest. That it was not in the national interest of Nigeria for Nyesom Wike to become the president of Nigeria. That's the message that Tambuwal was passing there. That's the message he was passing there. That he put national interest above friendship. Of course, there are people who will say, okay, but that decision was merely an exhibition of Tambuwal's playing to his ethnicity, to his region. Because, you know, there was initial argument on whether power should go to north or south in the PDP. They later threw it open. But that cannot be blamed on Tambuwal, because Nyesom Wike also conspired to ensure that the PDP threw its ticket open, because Nyesom Wike did not want PDP to zone it to southeast, because that was the idea. There was a national consensus that since southeast has never produced a president of Nigeria, if power is to come to southeast, if power should come to southern Nigeria in 2023, it should go to southeast. Nyesom Wike saw that that was building up. He worked against it. It was because of that he was on the same page with Atiku Abubakar about throwing it open. And you know, later he started complaining that after Atiku won the primaries, then we now say, why should they also hold the chairmanship? Okay, that was just a mere excuse he was making, because once he lost that position to Atiku Abubakar, he lost the ticket to Atiku Abubakar, and Atiku Abubakar went ahead to nominate Ifeanyi Okowa, the governor of Delta State at that time, as his running mate. That was the last straw that broke the camel's back as far as Nyesom Wike is concerned. He now became a promoter of southern interest. That was when he began to walk underground to see who the candidate is going to support instead of supporting Atiku Abubakar. And he decided to support Bola Tinubu at that time. Okay. Even Nyesom is now claiming that he made it clear from the outset that he's supporting Tinubu. It was not true. Nyesom, before he could make it public that he would support Tinubu, it was not true. He didn't say anything. It was when it became obvious that the pendulum may swing in that of Tinubu because of his APC alliance being from APC. That was when it became obvious. Of course, he was complaining. Don't forget that Nyesom, because of Nyesom stringent control of River State, Atiku Abubakar could not campaign in River State during that election. Atiku Abubakar has to withdraw from a campaign visit to River State because Nyesom made it difficult for him to come to River State. That was probably the clearest indication of where he stood, that he's not for Atiku Abubakar. And then he received Tinubu with a lot of fanfare and all that. Okay? But the idea that Nyesom was a Southern champion was only after he was not nominated as the vice presidential running mate of Atiku Abubakar. Okay, so that was the last straw that broke the camel's back. And if you are in doubt, I have some videos that I have put out before where Dino Melaye confessed how allegedly Nyesom was desperate to be the vice presidential candidate of Atiku Abubakar. This Dele Momodu, who was also close to Atiku Abubakar, corroborated that story, that Nyesom was desperate to be the vice president to Atiku Abubakar. But once that didn't happen, he became a champion of Southern interest and all that. But the bottom line, and why we're talking about this, is because it was because of the action of Tambuwal that helped to stop Nyesom. And that is what they call betrayal. But Tambuwal said that's not a betrayal. What he did was in national interest. That Nyesom is good to be a friend, but it's not good to be a leader of the Federal Republic of Nigeria or to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That's what he said. That's his clarification about Nyesom claim that he was betrayed at the PDP primaries in 2022. I don't know whether you agree with Tambuwal or you are with Nyesom, but whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it hard and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.